You're right, guys, this is Game Boy Luke here, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today, I am playing against a guy on Twitter. I tweeted out if anyone wanted a battle, and he tweeted to me, and his name is billyice07, or Will Herrera. Sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly. And he told me that this, after we finished battling, he told me that this is his second ever Wi-Fi battle, or second time ever battling competitively. And I'm not gonna lie, he did a pretty swell job. He did a really good job, and I've got to say, he's going places. But yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you had a good one. I hope you got all the gifts you needed and you all had a good time. But no, yeah, we're gonna break down his team right here. He's got an Azumarill, a Volcarona, a Tyranitar, a Venusaur, an Umbreon, and a Fortress. He has got the threats. The threats are real. The Azumarill, the Volcarona, Tyranitar are all huge threats. And obviously, Venusaur. I had no idea how much of a pain in the ass Venusaur can be. And he's got the Umbreon for support, and the Fortress, which I'm guessing is his, which I guessed at the time was his lead. And I love dealing with leads like that because I have my good old Electrode to deal with that. And you may also notice that I have a Typhlosion on my team. This is from when the other night I was trading out, that's just on Christmas Eve, I was trading out Cynicals to everybody for Nick's stream. We managed to get every single starter and a load of legendary Pokemon as well, so that was awesome. And I the one that I originally received was a 5 IV Cynical, and I've managed to EV train it, give it a cool moveset. And here it is. I'm testing it out in this Wi-Fi battle, and it did a pretty good job, to be fair. So let's get straight into this. Like I said, he's going to lead. I thought he was going to lead with this Fortress, so I just, I brought out my Electrode because Electrode carries Taunt and Thunder Wave. Taunt cripples most leads, and Thunder Wave can just cripple the Pokemon that comes out next. So I lead with Ballin. I'm going to go with Taunt, and that is going to screw this Fortress over because now it can't use Stealth Rock. He's going to switch out, and at this point I'm using Thunder Wave. I didn't really mind if I paralyzed his Fortress, but whatever came into, whatever that he switched into was going to get hit by a Thunder Wave, which can only do me favours. So I go for the Thunder Wave, which paralyzes his Tyranitar. To be honest with you, I don't particularly want to stay in right here. So I'm going to switch out. Unfortunately, the Sandstream hits me, so my Sash is broken and it's rendered completely useless now. So that's one problem with Electric, because Electric is very frail and I kind of rely on the Focus Sash a lot. So he's now unswitchable to take hits from. He's going to go for the Earthquake, and I was pretty comfortable with switching into my Nexus here because I knew he could take that attack. Right here, I'm going to go for a Play Rough. I think he expected me to go for a Water attack. Obviously, like I said, this is like his second ever Wi-Fi battle competitively. So I'm guessing maybe he didn't think that I'd go for a Water move. But no, I go for the Play Rough, and he switches into his Umbreon. And Umbreon is not going to live that for shit. That Play Rough absolutely decimated his Umbreon. So right here, he's gonna go into his Venusaur, and I'm thinking, yeah, I need to get out of here. This thing carries Grass and Poison moves. That is not good. So I'm going to switch out right here, and I'm going to go straight into my Spiritomb. No, I'm going to go into Spiritomb. I go into my Lucario here. A bit of a Mega 1v1 right here. I knew that his Mega was going to be Venusaur. It was pretty obvious. I mean, he could have gone for the Tyranitar Mega, but I don't know. For some reason, I just thought that this Venusaur was gonna pull it out. He goes for the Giga Drain, which is going to do like 40 damage or so, which is okay. And I'm going to go for my Mega Evolution here, and I'm thinking if he's got, say, Sludge Bomb, or if the only attacking move he's got is Giga Drain, then I should be okay to kind of set up right here. I do carry the Sword Stance. I actually won this Lucario in a contest on Twitter, so it is like max IV, 5 IV I think, maximum EV trained in special, in speed and physical attack, so it's perfect for Mega Evolutions. This has also got a couple of egg moves on it as well, so I'm gonna go for the Sword Stance, as you can see, and Giga Drain does another 40% damage or so. I don't really have many moves to take down Venusaur with, so I went for the Bullet Punch just to get damage off. But unfortunately, he switches into his Fortress here, which is going to be a pain in the ass because the Bullet Punch, it makes contact, and his Rocky Helmet does a lot of damage to me. I'm thinking that a close combat could easily take this Fortress down, which it does, because obviously I'm Adaptability, max attack IVs, max attack EVs, and that is going to destroy the Fortress, considering its neutral attack as well. Which does on like 12 HP here. I didn't want to keep. I have a thing about not wanting to keep Pokemon that have really low HP, so I just wanted to get rid of this Lucario, and I go for the Bullet Punch, which does a lot of damage to Azumarill if you think about it. Azumarill is bulky as fuck, and that Earthquake barely touched me earlier, so the Bullet Punch is quite a low damaging move, and I think it did a respectable amount. So now that I know he's locked into his Aqua Jet, I'm going to switch into my Dragonite here, and I'm going to go for the D-Dance, and maybe see if I can set up the Dragonite right here. One mistake I do make here is going for the Outrage. I didn't know if I felt comfortable with using Earthquakes. I didn't know if it would quite take out the Volcarona, and I do go for the Outrage to take out, and I completely forgot that Azumarill was still on his team, and that he would switch into it and prevent me from outraging further. He does get the Flame Body, but obviously I'm carrying the Lumberry, so that was a problem. No, yeah, he does go into Azumarill right here, and then I was thinking, do you know what? I have multi-scale. I don't know if this maybe I can survive a play rough, but no, that's never gonna happen. That absolutely destroyed my Dragonite. If I'd used Earthquake and maybe had the chance to switch out there, maybe things would have gone differently. But yeah, anyway, I know that he's using play rough here, so I switch into my Azumarill and I go for play rough myself, which doesn't do that much damage, to be honest with you. Well, considering obviously Venusaur is like is poison type, and play rough isn't going to do that much damage. It does a clean 35%, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to go into my Spiritomb right here, because this thing can take special attacks for days. He goes to the Giga Drain, and that's going to do 46 damage on the nose, leaving me with 100 damage. So what I'm going to do here is, actually, honestly, I don't really remember. I think I go for the double switch. Because I was expecting him. Oh yeah, here we go. I think he predicted me to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I didn't want to go with the Will-O-Wisp because I knew that Tyranitar was paralyzed. So I do a double switch here, and I go into my Ball-In because I didn't know. I predicted him to switch into Tyranitar, but I wasn't sure that it was going to happen. It was kind of like a 50-50 decision. I knew that he was going to switch out, but I wasn't 100% sure it was going to be Tyranitar, so I went into my Electro just for the safe switch, because now that Electro's Sash is kind of broken, he's not the best with what I've got to put with. I mean, fighting the Azumarill would easily take out the Electro due to the Aqua Jet. But no, yeah, he goes to the Earthquake, takes the Electrode out, and I'm going to switch straight into my Typhlosion here and go for the Focus Blast. There is no way Tyranitar can sponge that. Focus Blast, quad damage, max special attack. His Choice Specs is easily going to take that down. Only problem is now I'm locked into Focus Blast, and then I don't think really that's going to do much damage to an Azumarill. So anyway, I'm going to switch out here, predicting the Aqua Jet. I don't think Typhlosion would be able to take that, so I switch back out into my own Azumarill, because Aqua Jet isn't really going to do that much damage. It does like 30-40 damage, I think, which is a fair bit, but yeah, Aqua Jet did do that much damage. Anyway, I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go for a double switch, because this was kind of risky, because he could have gone for another Aqua Jet and taken out my Azumarill, but I'm guessing he predicted me to go for a Play Rough and maybe thought that I was faster. So he goes back into his Venusaur here, and I was debating whether or not I should have gone for the Eruption or the Extrasensory. I go for the Extrasensory because I know that Venusaur has thick fat, so I was thinking maybe Extrasensory would be able to take it out, but by the looks of things, it didn't do that much damage, and to be honest with you, I don't really think if Extrasensory is a good move choice. But no. He's going to go for Sleep Powder, which is going to screw me up here, because Typhlosion is one of my only Pokemon that I have left that has like 4 full HP. And I'm going to switch into my Spiritomb here, because I don't want to leave him out there taking Sludge Bombs and stuff. So I switch into my Spiritomb, predicting the Sludge Bomb, and that's not going to do much damage to me at all, considering I'm a specially defensive wall. I could have gone for Dark Pulse, but I wasn't too confident that would kill it, especially as the fact he's using Giga Drain. So all I do here is I go for the Will-O-Wisp, just to get the burn off, and make sure that there's constant damage being dealt to this thing, and that he can't continue recovering HP with Giga Drain, because eventually that Giga Drain would finish me off. Now right here, I was thinking, yeah, I can survive another Giga Drain, so I should be alright, and I did go for another Will-O-Wisp, thinking that he would switch out into something else. I could have gone for the rest, but, you know, it doesn't really make a difference, because he goes to the Leaf Storm, which I didn't really realise he was going to use, and that takes out my Spiritomb right there. Now, knowing that the next turn his burn is going to finish him off, I switch into my Typhlosion, because I really want this guy to wake up as soon as possible. Ready for the Azumarill, because I'm thinking, well, I don't think I can survive on an Aqua Jet. It's always worth a try. So he goes for the Sludge Bomb, and that's going to take me down to 99 hit points. And I'm really crossing my fingers that this guy's going to wake up, but he doesn't. Now, this next guy's he's got a problem here, because if he goes Aqua Jet, he's going to fail when it comes to beating up my Azumarill the next turn, so he couldn't use Aqua Jet. Luckily, I wake up and I go for the Eruption, and that's going to finish off that Azumarill. If he'd gone for Aqua Jet and killed me, he would have been screwed, because I would have just sat on my own Azumarill, play Rough Tim. Aqua Jet wouldn't have killed me. But no, I think he went for the Waterfall, and it didn't. I don't even know. Maybe Waterfall probably would have taken out my Azumarill, so it was pretty lucky that I woke up at that point. And if I hadn't, I think maybe he would have had the game there. So it was kind of a bit lucky at the end. But obviously, we don't know for sure what would have happened. I could have survived and then played Roughed him and then finished him off. But no, that's the battle. I'll leave his Twitter in the description below. He's a really chill guy. And he did really well in that battle. It was a really good battle. I might have to do a rematch him at some point. But no, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good Christmas. Actually, one more thing. I'm actually using a new mic right now, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would let me know what it sounds like. It's like one of those really nice studio mics. It's actually called a Samsung CO1U, and it's really smart. I did post a picture on Twitter about it earlier, a couple of days ago, but it is really sexy, and it's just, yeah, it's cool. But no, yeah, let me know what that sounds like, and I guess I will catch you in the next Wi-Fi battle, guys. See you later.